And this is Versus. We do Versus normally from our New York studios, but today it's from the Republican National Convention, and a name that's very familiar to those in the Republican Party, McCain. Meghan McCain. This is like old home week for you, being at a Republican convention?
Yeah, I've been at every convention since 1984 when my mom was pregnant with me. And I didn't think I would come to this one, but obviously I'm here.
You were here while still in your mother's womb.
Yeah.
At one of these conventions.
Yeah.
And how do you support Donald Trump after what he said about your dad?
I don't.
Good.
I can't. I believe in party loyalty to a degree, but I think that I always say that I've earned the right to write someone else in.
Yeah.
It's been a very challenging election for me in a lot of different ways, ideologically, personally. I'm hoping maybe something magical will happen this week.
You're really hoping the Never Trump people somehow, well, it's probably not going to happen. I mean, he will be the nominee, probably by the time any people see this.
I'm hoping that happens, or I'm hoping he magically appears as a changed man that is presidential and putting himself together. But I have, you know, we both host radio shows, and I have a very young audience. And the second I think you start lying about how you really feel and you start pandering to a certain audience is the second that you look like you're a BSer and it's inauthentic. So I can't sit here and lie to you and say that I've forgiven Trump for what he said about my father.
Right. You know, I love your dad, though. I didn't vote for him, but he's always been great to me. But he's supporting him, right? Have you talked about that? I mean, I think
he's supporting the party, but he's not here right now. And you know, he's more evolved than I am. I'm 31. I'm very emotional and impulsive.
Well,
he is more evolved than I am, and he sees for the good of the party, and he supports the party. And you know, I understand it for me, because people bring this up to me a lot, and I'm like, my father can't bend one of his knees, and he can't brush his own hair because of his injuries from prison. And these comments, I grew up with my father, obviously, and his POW friends, and it's something that is deeply important to me. And the things he says about veterans, about my father not supporting veterans, I have two brothers that are veterans.
Sure.
I watched my brother deploy multiple times to Iraq and cried thinking he was going to die, and we have a candidate who's going to judge my family's relationship with veterans. It's something I have a very hard time getting over.
So how do you then even support a party that nominates somebody who clearly, storytelling, doesn't like to read, doesn't know the issues? Is it, for so many people, perhaps not you, it's party over country, it seems to me.
You know, I think there are people, Donald Trump is speaking to an audience in a lot of ways that he's saying exactly what they want to hear about, you know, immigration and sort of nativism and going back to different kind of roots. And it's not something that personally...
But that's not the kind of Republican you are.
It's not,
keeping Muslims out of the country.
It's not me,
torture?
but it is
Your dad was tortured?
It's not me personally, but a lot of people think I'm sort of a heretic. I mean, there's a lot, for as many people out there, I mean, you and I are sort of like equally controversial. Yeah. There are people out there that will say, I'm not a real Republican, I'm not pure enough.
So we're agreeing too much. This show is called Versus. So I got the solution. You become a Democrat.
No,
that's the solution right
there. I'm like ardently pro-life. I'm a foreign policy hawk. I believe in almost no government. I'm open.
Libertarian.
I'm open to voting for Gary Johnson, but honestly, his foreign policy is so divergent from mine that I can't reconcile it. So
what are you going to do when you get into the voting booth? Do you write somebody's name, or do you not vote?
I'm writing in Lindsey Graham.
You're going to write in Lindsey Graham. Now, he's a good friend of your dad's, right?
He's like an uncle to me, and he ran for president, and I feel like I have no other decision. And again, there's a possibility something magical could happen this week, and Donald Trump could come out and apologize to my father and, you know, talk about all the things I want him to.
Now, what are the chances of that happening?
Probably slim to none. But I'm not, you know, I think that's the frustration of many Republicans like me right now is that, and I really have to give it up to Fox, and I've been here a year, for never censoring me and letting me just be 100% authentic with my political beliefs. But I'm not alone. Something like 60% of the party has questions about this.
But the autopsy report, as they called it after the last election, said to do everything that the party is now not doing.
Yes.
Expand beyond the white old male base. Be open to immigration reform, all the things that are not happening. You are the future of the party.
But you know what, Alan, honestly, you're a liberal, and I don't know if people
you say that
necessarily
as if
think that.
That word comes out of your mouth not very easily, right?
I just don't know. I can only espouse my beliefs in an authentic and honest way, but I don't know if the Republican Party might actually be Trump's party now. It's a possibility, and if it does, I'm open to joining a conservative party.
So you might even leave the Republican Party if it becomes a Trump party.
If there were like a Ben Sass conservative, like a true blue, like I now love Ted Cruz. I couldn't stand him because he hasn't endorsed Donald Trump. He's a true conservative. He's stuck by his beliefs. He's making a speech, I believe, on Wednesday. I'm fascinated to see what he has to say. And anyone who just has stuck by their convictions and hasn't given in to some of this, is
And he's
I'm a
looking at
fan of.
2020.
Of course he is, and I would support
And you'll be
him.
right there.
Yes, I
Meghan,
would.
thanks so much. Great to see you.
I'm sorry, did we agree too much?
This was the worst verses we've ever done. And at the Republican convention yet, where they let me into a metal detector. Thank you, Meghan McCain. Follow
Thank you.
Meghan on Twitter at Meghan McCain. Thanks for watching.